showdown. And the Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
Finds a tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Give to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Grab behind the line. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fighting off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoby. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Boilermakers will send off the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pulls it in. It's Becker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He's got the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Takes the handoff. It's McCoby. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Tuggle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Tuggle. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Let's it fly. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891, alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Using his legs, it's Black. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got his man downfield.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Black. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Flips it out on the screen. Oh, spins away. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Gonna run it. It's Beebe. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the ground game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And into the end zone, they'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. To the edge, it's Beebe. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And to get rid of it quickly. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Under fire. This time he's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, to pay off that opportunity.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. They're working that left side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Boilermakers in the hurry up. To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.